So, one of the things that I talk about on a very regular basis is action. I talk about the steps that it takes to become successful, the things that you need to do to push yourself to that next level, and I talk about the struggles that typically all of us face that are mirror images of each other, maybe just in different degrees. The thing I think I failed to talk about most, though, is what I just said before I left the house to my oldest daughter. I told her that her day would only be as good as she looked at it to be. I don't give enough recognition to vision. Vision is very, very important. And I'm not talking vision as in regular eyesight vision. I'm talking vision as in the sense of knowing what direction you're wanting to go in and visually seeing it, mentally preparing yourself for it, being in a place of acceptance in the thing that you want to walk in. I don't give enough credit to vision, and vision is very, very important. The last video I talked about small steps, and I talked about how important small steps are because those small steps, add up into big things. To see those big things, though, you have to have vision. You have to be able to see the thing that you want. You have to feel it, taste it, smell it, and be emotionally invested in it for it to become a thing. Now, I'm not talking about, speaking things into existence because that's a whole nother concept. I'm talking about when you really want something, when your end game goal is this objective and you want it so badly that nothing else around you seems to have the same feel, the same love, the same affection in your mind and in your heart. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about what it takes to have the vision of what you want and what you want to accomplish. It's very, very important. So much so to where there are quite literally people that write down what they want to accomplish and they speak it out loud and they repeat these words and they memorize the very way that they wrote it down on that paper so they can try to make it a reality. Vision plays a major part in your success in anything you do, whether it would be business, relational, physical, emotional. You have to vision cast what you want it to be, and then you gotta dedicate yourself to it. And I give the dedication part a lot, right? Like I give the action part a lot. I seem to, when I talk in my videos, I seem to give a lot more push and design towards the action aspect, that putting feet on the ground and those kind of things to what you want to accomplish. And I mean, that is a major part of it, because obviously you're not going to get anywhere you want to go if you don't put in the work to get there. That's a reality, and I don't want to take away from that, but if you're not mentally prepared to take this on, if you're not mentally looking at this thing as an accomplishable goal, if you're not mentally casting the vision of what you expect to accomplish, then I don't necessarily think you have the ability to accomplish it. Because, I mean, I get it, man. I've been out of high school for like 15 years almost. Scary thought. And back then, when I was wrestling, my coach used to say to me all the time that, the majority of a wrestling match is mental. It's mentally assessing your opponent and playing a chess game with your body in correspondence to what your opponent does. Just like I posted in that video that you against you, you are your opponent. And one of the biggest strategies that you have to be able to look at, overcome, and be able to successfully maintain while it's you against you is the mental aspect. You have to vision cast the thing that you want in a way that you can't even tell you it's not possible. And I don't give those things enough credit. I talk about putting feet on the ground. I talk about digging your heels in and putting in the work and the sweat equity. And I talk about how you have to be able to, actually live up to the expectation in which you set for yourself. But I've never really given the credit where credit's due to vision. So on this Friday, I want you to sit down somewhere, maybe later on this evening, maybe now. I don't know what your schedules look like. I don't know what your day is. But sit down and cast your vision. Write it down. Make a vision board if you need to. And if you don't know what a vision board is, Google it. I'm not going to go into a deep explanation about it. But I'm telling you, vision is key. Vision is very much key if you want to succeed in anything in this life. And I don't know why. I guess it's just because vision to me is such a normality that I don't know. Maybe it's just one of those steps that I do subconsciously without really giving it its due. But man, vision is a major, major part of your life. In anything that you want to succeed in, whether, like I said, it be physical, relational. And when I say relational, sometimes we're not the good person we think we are. Sometimes the man or woman that we look at in the mirror and is like, yeah, you're an amazing husband, you're an amazing wife, you're an amazing mom, you're an amazing dad, you're an amazing brother, you're an amazing sister, whatever your role may be. We trick ourselves into believing that we're really better than what we actually are. So maybe, when you vision cast, man, be honest with yourself. Look at who you actually are, where you're at, what your goals actually are, and then vision cast that thing that you want, and then go hard at getting it. You got to hear me when I say this. You have to go hard if you want something. You can't just obtain it by halfingly going after it. Some people have grown up in privilege. Some people have grown up in poverty. Some people have grown up in the best of circumstances. Some people have had mediocre cards dealt in their life at best. Here's the thing, though. The equal playing field is the work. The equal playing field is the work. And why do I say the equal playing field is the work? It's because that's where people get exposed for what they actually are. Because here's the thing, I don't care how many silver spoons you've had in your mouth. I don't care if you came out of the projects. I don't care if mom and dad own a company. I don't care if your mom or dad's a waiter or waitress, barely scraping and getting by. When it comes to the work, when it comes to the actual work of your life, it's equal playing field. I posted this thing on my Facebook page not that long ago. I think it was either yesterday, then maybe the day before, because it spoke to me and it's real. It says that hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. That's a very real, very true, very down to the core statement. Reality is this: when you talk about the full scale of life and the things that you want to accomplish and success and anything, it doesn't matter whether it be having the most amazing relationship, whether it be obtaining that raise or that promotion in your job, or whether it be success in your own business. It doesn't matter what it is. At the end of the day, the work you put in makes it. The work you don't put in makes it. It's kind of like that thing of where they discuss, feeding your demons. You can either feed feeding the good things in your life, or you're feeding the bad things in your life. That's the reality of things, man. The reality is this: the work that you put in equals the playing field out. So at the end of the day, man, don't go around pointing out people and saying, man, they're where they're at because they're wealthy. They're where they're at because they got, money, or their mom and dad, gave them something or whatever. Don't go around saying that. Because the thing is, at the end of the day, you can outwork them. And if you can outwork them, you can beat them. If you outwork them, you can beat them. If you outwork you can beat them. That's it. That's all I got for today. I hope that you guys have a blessed weekend. I hope that you really do take my advice. You go sit down somewhere and get your vision together. Because here's the thing. No matter how much drive you have, no matter how much work you put in, if you do not have a vision, if you do not have a plan, if you do not have a strategy, if you do not have a path that you're wanting to walk in, all that work will be out. It won't aim at any particular goal or direction, and it'll just be in vain. But if you have a vision, if you visualize where you want to go and what you want to accomplish, and then you go hard to get there, and anything's yours. Have a blessed weekend. I'll see you guys back on here on Wednesday. I'm hoping I'll have a little bit more time this coming week to throw together a better video. I know my content for this week's been kind of on the shorter scale. I haven't done a lot of editing. I haven't had a whole lot of footage. But I think I'm hoping that the things that I'm putting out there are powerful and inspiring. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Spread the word to your friends. Let them know about my videos. Because here's the thing. I'm not trying to do this just for me, man. I'm trying to uplift all of you. I'm trying to give you guys the motivation and the push that you need, that you might not be getting anywhere else. Man, we can do this. I'm out.